Hey there, I hope you're doing well. Today, we're talking about a big change at the Social Security Administration and what it could mean for you. Did you know Social Security supports over 70 million Americans each month? That's a massive number, and any change to its leadership could have ripple effects on millions of lives. With a new commissioner nominee, Frank Bisignano, stepping into the spotlight, this could signal shifts in how the program is managed and potentially how benefits are delivered. Now, Bisignano isn't your typical bureaucrat. He's a seasoned business executive who's led some of the largest financial institutions in the country, like Fiserv, JP Morgan Chase, and Citigroup. So, what happens when someone from the corporate world takes the reins of the largest federal program in the US? That's exactly what we'll explore today. We'll talk about his background, the challenges Social Security faces, and, most importantly, what all of this could mean for you and your benefits. Let's start with the basics. Social Security is funded primarily through payroll taxes and trust funds. These funds are projected to be depleted by 2035 or even sooner, depending on how policies play out. And here's where it gets tricky. The new commissioner will have to figure out how to keep the program afloat without cutting benefits, a promise made by President Trump during his campaign. But as we'll see, that's easier said than done. So then, who exactly is Frank Bisignano, and why was he chosen? Well, Bisignano has a reputation for transforming companies. He's known for spearheading a $22 billion merger between Fiserv and First Data, which was a game-changer in the fintech industry. Supporters argue that his business acumen could bring efficiency and modernization to the Social Security Administration. However, critics worry that a corporate mindset might prioritize cost-cutting over people's well-being. So what do you think? Should Social Security be run more like a business, or is that a risk we can't afford to take? Let's talk about one of the biggest challenges ahead, the trust funds. Right now, if Congress doesn't act, Social Security might not be able to pay full benefits starting in the mid-2030s. And if some of Trump's campaign promises, like eliminating federal income taxes on Social Security, come into play, the timeline could shrink even further. Experts estimate that this policy alone could increase the program's deficit by over $2 trillion. It's a sobering thought, but it underscores the importance of strategic planning at the top. Now, beyond the financials, there's another issue that has stirred controversy: overpayment demands. Between 2015 and 2022, the SSA issued nearly $72 billion in improper payments. Some of these were overpayments, and the agency has been asking beneficiaries to repay those amounts, often years later. Imagine living on a fixed income only to be told you owe thousands of dollars back to the government. That's a reality many Americans are facing right now. What changes could a leader like Bisignano bring to prevent such situations? Could his background in financial systems help plug these gaps? On the flip side, the SSA has made some strides recently, like simplifying the application process for Supplemental Security Income, or SSI. These efforts have made it easier for disabled and low-income Americans to access benefits. It's worth asking whether Bisignano will build on these improvements or shift focus elsewhere. Another area to watch is how his leadership could affect you directly, especially if you're nearing retirement or already receiving benefits. Will the agency invest in better online tools? Could we see faster service at field offices? These changes might seem small, but they can make a big difference in your day-to-day experience with Social Security. Speaking of retirement, let's not forget about taxes on benefits. Right now, many retirees pay taxes on their Social Security income based on how much they earn. While Trump has floated the idea of eliminating these taxes altogether, there hasn't been a clear plan for how to make up for the lost revenue. This is one of those areas where Bisignano's financial expertise will be put to the test. So, where does this leave us? With so many moving parts, it's clear that the new commissioner will have a lot on their plate. Whether it's ensuring the trust funds last, addressing repayment controversies, or improving access for those who need it most, every decision could have a direct impact on you and your loved ones. Now, here's my question for you: what's your biggest concern when it comes to Social Security? Is it the future of benefits, how the system is managed, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments, because your perspective matters. Thanks for spending this time with me today. I'll keep you updated as we learn more about these changes and what they mean for you. For now, stay informed, stay prepared, and take care. See you next time.